Peace and love, fam. Friends, loved ones, community circle. Turn up my volume. Peace and love. Listen. I'm reading from my notes, y'all, so I took notes. I've been taking notes. I mean, I always take notes, but I've been taking notes more when I come and do like Facebook lives or just a live experience. I like to really pinpoint the thoughts that led me to wanting to do that in the first place. Because sometimes we'll have something hit us in our spirit. It'll hit us in that gut feeling, and you're like, I need to deal with that. I need to listen to that. And then you're so busy that you don't actually have time to deal with that. So that's one of the reasons why I take notes, because I'm listening. I'm doing a lot of other things in between, and I really want to lean in real quick to give the message I need to give and don't forget it. So I do appreciate having like a journal, pen, just even my phone with me just to take notes. But as you can see in the caption, I cannot look at the caption right now because I'm live on this. So I'll just look at it from here. So as you can see in the caption, I'm in a space where authenticity is so important. And this word might be a little washed up. It might be a little washed up because a lot of people are not being authentic right now. I'm going to put this down and I just read it as I get to the points. But we'll open up this conversation. A lot of people, and when you say, well, we're not worried about a lot of people, let me break something down to you all so clearly. I enjoy being happy. I enjoy the vibration of butterflies. Like, not just butterflies you get when you are in love, but the butterflies you get when you are truly, genuinely happy. Like, so happy with yourself that nothing in this world can take you from that happiness, because you're going to do everything in your power to keep that energy going. You're going to do everything in your power. When I go into experiences that doesn't activate the feeling of joy and excitement, and my inner kid cannot exist, I immediately eliminate myself from those environments. So you may see me hugging you and giving you so much love and high vibrational energy, and it feels so good. And then you'll see me also in the same breath, I'll detach from you. I'll completely disappear. It's not because I'm better than you. It's simple. It's more simple. I choose to do better than me more than you choose to do better than you. And what I mean by that is I choose to wake up every day. It's a new day. You cannot expect for me to be the same person. I am switching up, and I'm not switching up on love, but I'm switching up on those outdated versions of me. So that's the only switch up I do. I switch up on who I used to be that no longer works. When I find out that experience doesn't serve my soul well, it makes my gut unhappy. If I eat some food and it's almost like when you eat something, you have an allergic reaction and you don't eat that food again. And then to the point that you're kind of skeptical of trying it maybe years later. Once I know better, I do better. And that's with me. The journey is a mirror, and a lot of people don't want to look in the mirror, and I choose to look in the mirror, and that's what I'm on. I'm extremely aware, which is my first point today. Awareness. I'm extremely aware of myself. That this construct is unreal to me. As real as it's going to get is the feelings that I feel, the emotions, the sensations, those 5 senses that they taught you about, but you really don't want to listen to. When your taste buds don't agree to it, when your body don't agree to it, when your spirit doesn't agree to it, when your emotion doesn't agree to it, like when something in those senses doesn't agree to what you're experiencing, you have to be willing to listen to that. You have to be willing to be obedient to what is being revealed to you in your frequency. And awareness of attachment versus alignment. Like, you can, so for example, we hold on tightly and thinking it's love or purpose when really it's fear, control, or comfort. So we hold on to things because we are afraid of the unknown. We hold on to relationships because we don't know what's going to happen from this, what's going to come from me having this relationship with this person, what if I let this energy go, what will happen to me tomorrow? And especially when you feel stable, when you're stable and things are just vibrating well and everything is great and you're doing what you're supposed to at your level, it gets really comfortable there and you don't want to let go. But you have to be willing to lose all of those things that doesn't serve you well, right? It may serve you, but that doesn't mean it's serving you well. It doesn't mean it's serving you well. It may serve you, but it may not be serving you well. So this is all about ego versus your essence, your spirit. These are two different conflicting things. Like the ego is your humanness. It's what you desire on this earthly realm and this material construct. But the spirit, it has no form and it knows its freedom. And it's called your brain, your gut, and your heart. And we're not synchronizing our three centers of energy, our brain, our gut, and our heart. It's your base, your center, and your high. If you understand the 7 chakras and you understand the vibration of your 33 vertebrae in your spinal structure, your kundalini, and all the major organs that run across in those 7 realms, and then also going into higher essences of yourself, if you don't understand subduing your lower nature so you can really vibe high, you have to be willing to be so aware that you understand that the awareness of who you are matters to everything that you choose to do. Because I'm aware of who I am, I choose to do better. I choose to do better than who I was yesterday. I choose to elevate. I choose to let go of what doesn't serve my space well. If I'm not able to exude in my highest good, I don't want it. So it's not that I'm better than you or better than any other frequency on this planet. It simply means that I'm better than a version that's outdated, that's no longer spiraling up. I don't like living on a loop. And a lot of people enjoy the loop because they don't want to spiral up. If you truly talk about energy, kundalini, raising your frequency, positive vibes, you understand the discomforts of spiraling up constantly. This is a journey upward and forward, not back. In order for you to go back, you have to be in a loop. In order for you to go back, you have to be in a loop. In order for you to go back to what you used to do that you know doesn't work for you, you have to be in a loop. You cannot go back when you raise up in a spiral. So I spiral my life in this existence. I don't loop. And a lot of people are on a hamster wheel while I'm on a spiral. I'm going up. I'm constantly spiraling up. I close off those areas where it's loops. I cut them apart. Those areas like the loop is the infinity system. I'm cool with cutting off that cord and being like my DNA. Just like my DNA, I'm constantly spiraling upward and downward. And so it's vibrations. And coming into this realm, you're born into the lowest frequency of yourself because you're in a physical form. And I had to learn to become aware of that. So a lot of energies that cross paths with me, they're focused on such a humanist perspective that it's extremely hard to raise your vibrations enough to go into a more molecular structure, to live in a more DNA structure. If we really operated the way our DNA, brain, heart, and gut works, we wouldn't do the things that we do with our humanness. We wouldn't choose to put our physical constructs, aka our bodies, in situations and paradigms and constructs of existing that take you away from being able to spiral. A lot of y'all are stuck on a loop. And I'm on a spiral. So every time you see me, I'm only going to get better. Not because I'm better than you, but because I'm better than what you met 3 years ago, 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago. I promise you, every single day, I'm constantly elevating. I'm constantly listening to my spirit. Whoever I was yesterday, she died. She's gone. She went through a journey yesterday and got what she needed from that journey, and she listened. I listened to my body yesterday. I listened to my rest yesterday. Like the pollen in this atmosphere, the energy of this atmosphere. When I was a little girl, I could run outside with no socks and shoes. I'm in the grass. I'm in the earth. I'm in the woods. I'm exploring life. I'm living my best life. And as an adult, you put on more shoes, especially when you choose to play the corporate America game. I've chosen to play the game because I realized that currency is a frequency. frequency, and frequency is a money, and a money is an energy. And if you learn to place your value more than money, you'll become who you are. You are more valuable than money itself. So every day that you see me, I'm constantly living in the vibration of, how can I be more valuable than money itself? That's the question I ask myself all day long in this experience. How can I be more valuable than money than itself? Like, how can I be in a space and position where you're like, hey, she is not who she was yesterday when I talked to her. She's different. And so that you will always be pushed to be a higher version of yourself, being in my space, because the woman you saw 24 hours ago, she no longer exists. I die and shed skins every day. We talk about these aliens and different life forms and all these different things. They trying to distract you. But the truth is, if you really tapped in, we are the real shapeshifters, and not a shapeshifter in the evil sense, but shapeshifter in a real sense. You are a different version of yourself every day because you went through a certain journey when you opened those two eyes from your so-called rest. You were so-called sleep, so-called dead, so-called snoozing in a dream. And you wake up the next day and you try to be the same person you was before you went to sleep, before you went to rest. REM. REM. If you want to get real, it's REALM. But they call it rapid eye movement. But if you understood that the eyes, the central nervous systems, are all that is, and it look like everything in your body, you'll recognize that what you put in these constructs is being reciprocated out vibration, sound, light, and frequency for you to see out here. So your environment, how you see your environment is how you receive your environment. And if you receive on a low frequency, then the high frequency gonna miss you, and you don't work on being a better version than who you was yesterday. You gotta be better than who you were yesterday. And that journey is hard. That journey is real hard, because if you wake up every day and say, I'm going to be better than the version I was yesterday, it requires you to actually choose better today. And that's what I'm on. And I make a lot of people uncomfortable. I am grateful that I've had the opportunity to be in rooms with extreme wealth and abundance, to be in rooms with extreme poorness and abundance, to be in rooms with people who knew themselves and didn't know themselves, to be in rooms with people like, I am so grateful for the opportunity. I was watching a video yesterday. It was Unc. And that was my first time hearing Unc talk. So if you know, but Unc is his name. And he was on Maverick Approach. And he was speaking so raw. That it would make you uncomfortable if you don't know who you are. The truth of what he was saying was so beautiful and so simple. Be your authentic self, and also understand all aspects of existence. Don't just get stuck into one construct. Like if you are part of the hood and you part of the lower vibrational ebonic society, learn the opposite language. Why would you want to go into a space to speak a language that people don't appreciate? Why would you want to go into a space to speak a language that people don't understand? They don't quite understand the vernacular dialect of an Afrocentric, aka American black person, right? They don't always understand that. So when you really get into the space of understanding, like, look, I'm not going to be anything more than I need to be. I'm not going to be anything more than I need to experience right now. Learn to be okay with not falling into the constructs of man and falling into the construct of ascension. Ascension is something that requires you to be a better version of yourself every day. Y'all, the journey is between yourself. The journey is between yourself. The journey is between yourself. It has nothing to do with anyone else on this planet other than you. And when you're better, you do better, which makes it better for the people you touch. We like to be in spaces where we give such a low vibration that we eat of the vibration of lowliness, and we really don't forget. Like, we really forget that we're royalty. And listen, if you're royalty, you're royalty. Royalty means you know thyself, and you honor thyself, and you don't let anybody stop you from that. Peace and love, Queen. Peace and love, Empress. Peace and love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace and love. That's what I'm on. And that bothers people who not on that. If you're not on peace and love, let me tell you something. If you say, Rosetta, why you so positive? Why you all on this piece of love? Like, this is weird. This is weak. What you want? Do you love Christ? Do you not love Christ? I went into a space where a company disrespected my essence by allowing a student to ask me questions that was not her business. And I did not like that. And ever since that experience, I haven't showed up in that space. You don't get to disrespect me because I'm not going to disrespect you. You can do whatever you choose to do with your journey in your life, but what you're not going to do is do to me what I haven't done to you. I respect those. I respect you. I don't deceive you. I don't play you. I won't lie to you, and I won't steal from you. I'm who I am because I'm willing to be who I am. And if you don't attest to what is, then you're going to get what is. If you don't attest to what is, then you're going to get what is. And a lot of people are so stuck in their ego that they don't recognize when love pop up in a room. I am love. Love is not just a vibration of great energy. It's a vibration of correction. Righteous living means I am at my highest regard. I'm at my highest regard. Let me crack the door to get a little air in here. I'm at my highest regard. I'm at my highest regard because when I'm good, the community I serve is good. When I'm good, the community I serve is good. I'm at my highest regard because when I'm good, the community I cross paths with, I'm so mindful because I understand what my energy is in this realm, that I do not walk out of my door in a negative vibration. When I go to the gas station, the grocery store, I could be picking up my children. I could be dropping off my children. I could be doing business, transacting. Wherever it is that I go, if my frequency not in a high vibration of myself, I'm not even showing up. In fact, I'm going to do the work. I'll take 10 showers a day if I have to cleanse the energy of my spirit. And obviously, I haven't had to get to that point. But I will. I'm willing to do what is necessary and required for me to be at my higher self, because I realize that being at my higher self is a contribution to the planet. When I'm good, you're good. Because when I cross paths with you, it's going to be good energy that you feel for me. It's going to be high vibrational frequencies that you feel for me. Why would I not want to share that if I'm living it? I'm not giving what I'm not living. And I'm not going to give you what I don't deserve to experience. If I don't deserve chaos, hell, and hell on wheels, and chaos in this order, then why would I give it to you? So I do the work on self, so I want to attract that energy. And a lot of y'all like living in a loop. You got to be aware of yourself. I spent 10 minutes plus, however long I've been on this live, I've told you the truth. I am aware. I cannot present anything to you more than my authentic self. This is my authentic self. And a lot of people don't deserve your authentic self if you live at a level like this. Live at a level like this. A lot of people don't deserve your frequency. A lot of people don't deserve access to your energy, because why would you give something of such high value? Why would you give something of such high value to people, places, and things that don't even value themselves? Why would you do that? Why would you give yourself at a level that you know people are not receiving? Why would you dance with those who are asleep on themselves? I do not deal with people who sleep on themselves. I'm not going to deal with you if you sleep on yourself. If you don't understand your energetic contribution to this realm as a puzzle piece, or as a piece like on the board of chess, because as long as you play this game and you wake up every day and you so-called pay bills, you are playing the game. So you got to make sure that you're not being a pawn. You're not being a pawn. Be a king and a queen on your board. Be a king and a queen on your board. And if you understand chess, you understand the relevance of the king and the power of a queen. They done taught y'all. Y'all let this whole entire construct trick you into thinking that the opposite sex doesn't matter. Why do you think LGBTQIA plus has more rights, authority, and power than a person that's melanated by the sun? Those in control of this construct understand devising you into thinking that you're something you're not. The opposite gender matter more than you'll ever know. If it didn't matter, LGBTQ plus IA, they wouldn't even care about the opposite gender at all. Most of them have best friends in the opposite gender when they choose something in that category. Call me on it. You cannot live with the opposite gender, and they made you think. So to my heterosexual people, why are you living without the opposite gender? If the LGBTQ plus, QIA plus is not living without the opposite gender, why are you? If you are a couple of high vibrational frequency and you know you and your partner bring love and energy to each other and you are heterosexual, you have a duty to display that love. You don't have to pull out the camera and be a content creator, but you definitely got to display that love when you come out of your home. You got to display that love, share that love, get outside. People need to be reminded of what produced you in the first place. 90% of the humans, 99% of the humans, 99.99% of the humans on this earth came from the pair of sperm and a woman's egg. If you were born of sperm and a woman's egg, it is imperative that you honor the opposite gender. I don't care what you experienced on this earth. In order for us to get back to where we come from and who we are, and to remember that you are to some people, you got to recognize the other vibration in which you came. A lot of y'all trying to be too much of a chief when you really are Indian. And respect to the natives, because I am one. They may have told you and made you forget and think that you are not native, and made you think that you are pale, fair skinned with a little bit of that hue in you, but you are truly native to the land of the real Africans. And they ain't told you that because you've been living in the opposite paradigm. But once you wake up and live in the right paradigm, you understand the united secrets of America and in which it came. A lot of y'all are so asleep, this went over your head. And if it went over your head, you need to ask God for reverence, because that's what you are. If it didn't go over your head, you need to ask the universe to speak to your consciousness and fall into your gut. Listen to your gut. Stop eating the foods, the drinks, the waters, the people, the places, the things that do not serve you. Stop. And I say that being two-toned. I say that having fuller cheeks. I say that having all these things that you may call imperfections. I say that to you. If it's not serving you, you need to change that frequency and that vibration. A lot of y'all are not willing to do the work, and that's why you are still stuck in your loop. Get out of the loop and spiral up, my brother and my sister. And I don't care what hue you are. We all got to do this thing. Even if you look like a reptilian, we all got to do this thing. You trying to go to Mars? The truth is, we can raise the vibration right here, right now, and change the whole infrastructure of the planet. Let us do our thing. It's time for good to live. It's time for the highest good to live. So if you are the highest good and you know you are more than this society, you are more than this construct, you are more than this illusion, more than this game. You have a duty and responsibility right now to be in your highest vibration. And if you're not in my space, you in your devil energy. If I'm not fooling with you, you are in your devil energy. If I'm not giving you the energy you know you deserve, you are in your lower self. You are in your ego. Get out of your ego so you can sit next to me, queen, king, empress, emperor, higher. Come on, sit next to me. Sit with me. The table is so big and it's so empty right now. I'm waiting for y'all to wake up. Quit living that mundane reality that they throwing you in, man. Sister, why you keep playing the game if you know you can play the game? Man, people out here every day playing the game. Like a fool. I'm looking at fools every day. I'm looking at some now. Fools. And when I say fools, it's because you don't let the wisdom take over you to the point that you don't want to live the life that you know you came here to live. And you want to be foolish in your vibrations. And you want to be able to take on energies that you know you don't deserve. Quit fooling people. Quit fooling people. And be real. Be real. Be honest that you screwed up. This ain't got nothing to do with him or her. It got everything to do with you. Quit blaming other people for the choices you made. Quit blaming people for the choices you made. You made that choice. Why you blaming him or her? Unless somebody has you in pure captivity, you in shackles and chains physically, unless somebody has something to your head that puts you in a position where you got to choose life, if they don't have a this to your head, if they don't have chains on you, you have no excuse as to what you choosing to do. You blaming everybody and not taking responsibility. If you get around a straight stick, you're going to find out how crooked you are with yourself. And I'm a straight stick because I'm real with myself. Can nobody ever take that from me? I don't care what nobody said. That's why people rather run around the world and talk amongst themselves, but they'll never come for me because they can't come for me, because I'm going to make sure I'm focused on me so much that you can't focus on me. And that's how all y'all should be living. Focus on you so much that can't nobody focus on you. You always pointing the finger at the people, calling other people out, always blaming other people, but it's really you. You're the problem. Shoot, it only take us 5 to 10 years to figure out what's going on planet Earth. So ever since you've been 5 years old, around 5 to 10, you've been knowing right from wrong, and you've been choosing wrong and right, and you want to blame people when you choose wrong. You no longer get to do that. When you cross paths with somebody who choosing right, it's going to openly tell you that you've been choosing wrong, and you got to do the work. Do the work. We need you right now. Planet Earth needs you right now. God needs you right now. And I'm not God. That's why they make you. Because let me tell you, God made the biggest mistake when it came to letting people choose between ego and their dang on spirit. If I would have made the world, you would have constantly chose your spirit. And those who choose their ego, they can stay in their ego. I make you live with your choice. That's why I'm not God. If I was God, I'd make you live with your choice. The moment you chose to live wrong, when you know you should be living otherwise, whatever that is for you, you will be eating that for all the days of your life. God is a compassionate God. God will let you switch back. That's why I'm not God. I'm not God. I know that. But I am God's child because I understand that. And y'all keep thinking God is something that God isn't. Quit thinking God is something that God isn't. That's why you are in ailments. That's why you are not in the space of healing. God is not what they say God is. You better quit playing with these people's constructs and their paradigm and really understand that God can't be measured. God is that force that grew your feet to a size 10, a size 9. You remember when you wore a size 6? You remember when you expanded? You remember when your feet grew bigger? My feet grew a ½ inch with every pregnancy. I had nothing to do with that. I would not have chose to wear a size 11 with a 5'2" height. I would have never chose that knowing what I know. I would have never chose to have a foot size bigger than my height that is not level. God chose that for me because that's my design, and I trust that. I trust that energy that grew my feet. It had nothing to do with a man. No man, no woman put their hands on my feet and stretched it out beyond a size 9. No physical human. I'm blowing a horn. Look at that. No physical human chose that for me. No physical human chose that for me. Not my mother, my father. And when I realized that my feet grew without the help of a man or a woman, I realized that there was a force greater than myself, the more powerful than myself. And it didn't have an image. It didn't look like a white man with long hair. It didn't look like a black man with long hair and locks. It didn't look like a woman. It didn't look like none of those things y'all talk about. It didn't look like none of that stuff that they put in religion. Y'all have forgotten truth so much that you rather believe something that's presented to you versus something you actually experience within yourself. Tell me who grew your feet. Then we can talk. Tell me who grew your feet. And then we can talk. A lot of y'all keep giving reverence to an energy that does not exist. We did not see who grew our feet. And that's why this world is in calamity. Because we keep giving power to forces that we cannot construct. I didn't see nobody grow my feet. And y'all keep listening to people who grow your feet. You say, Rosetta, why you are raising your voice? Because a lot of y'all have a duty on planet Earth. Heal thyself, know thyself, and you will be with oneself. God is a frequency that you can't touch. And the highest vibration that I found God exists in, the energy that grew my feet, love. Love is the only place where I don't keep record. When love is happening, it's genuine and it feels so damn good. Make you want to curse. And not curse somebody, but curse against the construct that you've been born in. And actually elevate yourself. When you really elevate yourself and you really know thyself, you know that, man, I didn't grow my feet, but my feet grew. I appreciate my feet for every aspect it is. It's not like yours. It communicates to me. I know when I'm not drinking enough water. I know when I'm not living right. So I decided to lose 25 pounds. I decided to keep them pounds off. I decided to listen to my gut. If I eat a piece of food that is foreign to my body, I trust that and I don't put it in my body again. I learned moderation. A lot of people, y'all are not listening. So the earth is hell. It's hell because humans are not listening. They're not listening to that still small voice, that voice that grew their feet. I don't care what nobody say on this planet. Come for me and tell me who grew your feet. Give me an image of who grew your feet. You cannot. You cannot. The intelligence of the body is beyond man's comprehension, no matter how much you try to study the anatomy of it. And every frequency is different. Every human is different. The what moves me and grows me don't move you and grow you. I might can eat something and you cannot. I might can be around an energy that you cannot. We got to learn to listen to our intuition, and they've been destroying you through processed information. Processed information forces you to go away from true information. Info, in, form. Listen to these words. Asian recognizes a group of words forming your being. Y'all have to really tap in and really listen to the language. This is not, with all the stuff that's coming out, you still haven't figured it out. You still haven't figured it out. With all the stuff that's coming out, you still haven't figured it out. You telling me people outside eating babies? You telling me people outside taking babies and children, the purest energy on earth, and eating them, drinking their blood, burning them, cooking them, engaging with them in a way that is not righteous to their bodies, stealing their souls? You telling me people outside doing that and you still don't know that you've been kept for who you are? You've been kept from what you truly are? You still believe in the force? You think that the God that we truly come from wants you to be okay with humans and non-humans eating up our babies on this earth? And I know why a lot of y'all quiet, because a lot of y'all, if you go at it hard with those people that's in them Epstein files about what they've done to these children, you're going to have to be honest about what your uncle did to you, your daddies did to you, your aunties and cousins. You have to be honest about all the stuff that happened on this plantation that your grandmothers and grandfathers told you about. You're going to have to be honest about all of the sickness. You have to be honest about all the sickness that's been happening in your very community. That's why y'all quiet about them Epstein files and what they did to them children. That's why you're quiet, because you have to first go ahead and put them on the dock. I don't care if they said it takes 7 years and it's cleared out and all this jurisdiction stuff. I don't care about that law. The real law is land and water. You are land and water. Your physical existence is the land, and your water is what you made of. Why do you think you made of 80% water but you're not dripping? Man, y'all keep listening, but you're not listening for real. If you're not going to wake up, then go stay asleep. That's fine. This message is not for everyone. Some people, you're meant to be on the loop. And I don't care what you say or what you don't say, but don't say you didn't get opportunity to choose up. You don't get to say, if God came out of the sky right now in the being of energy that it really is, you won't ever get to say, I didn't know. Because if you meet Rosetta and Powers, you have the opportunity to face the woman, the man in the mirror. And if you choose not to, that's on you. You no longer get to make an excuse. You need to fix your heart. Fix your guts. Fix your intuition and your ability to honor it and listen to it. Y'all run away what's good for you and you to attach further to what's bad for you. You push away what loves you and you attach further to what hates you, what drains you. It's weird. You're weird for that. You're weird. That's why it's like a cancer. People are coming attached to you like a cancer. Energy's attached to you, and you wonder, how is this happening to me? It's not genetics. It's not divine. No, you chose to partake upon energies that literally attached to your soul and became like a fester on your essence, and you did not break them. You did not walk away. You did not go into the community that God called for you. You went to another one that had nothing to do with you, because y'all been feeding your egos. Every time you feed your ego, you dismiss your soul, and the light in your soul dims further and further until there is no more, and everything on this planet becomes a counsel to you, and you leave this planet before you're supposed to, because you don't listen to your intuition. You don't listen to your gut. You don't listen to when you say, I want better, and God brings you better. It's a frequency. It's an energy. A lot of y'all been praying for somebody like me, and you run away. A lot of y'all been praying for somebody like me, and you run away. And you wonder why. No, it's you. Hold yourself accountable to your choices and your actions. We should be better than who we was yesterday. And a lot of y'all still doing the same old thing. And guess what? In this life, you got duality. You're going to have some good days and you're going to have some bad days. How you choose to vibrate when those energies are presented to you, let you know who you are. And I choose to stand on what's good for me no matter what comes to me. I don't care if it's negative or positive. I'm going to stand on what's going to vibrate my frequency so high so I can share love with you, give you authenticity, give you the real construct of frequency and love and vibrations, and not this damnation that they put onto your core. You're the energy bank. You're the actual true currency. And I know that you're worth more money than money itself. But you're going to have to get to that point on your own. And that's my message for you. If this resonated with you, eat it. If it didn't, share it with someone who needed it. And if you don't want to do that, you got what you needed. And I love you and I speak life into you. And y'all know these little reels, these little videos, they on sale for 30 days. You got 30 days to hear this message and it's gone. 30 days to hear this message and it's gone. And that's my message to you. Y'all vibe high, be love, be in peace. Do what works for your essence. Don't care about what nobody think about you. Forget them people. They're not paying your construct. They're not making you a better person. And if they are making you a better person, lean into them further. Lean into them more. Don't be afraid. Get out of your ego. That's why you here where you are now. Wherever you are in your life, if you know you need to do better, you are here for a reason. And I'm literally in the space of understanding that I'm here for a reason, and I'm okay with telling you what you're here for. If you forgot, you're here for what you here for, to look in the mirror. You're here to look in the mirror. I'm so glad it warmed back up. I came out of the local shop I was in. So cold. I'm gonna get some heat from nature right quick. And I have allergies and all these little things, but in this frequency, I don't care about what the body says I have. I care about what the spirit says I am, because I can fix the body. I can heal the body. You can heal your body. Don't let anybody tell you you can't heal your body. You have to focus and intentionalize your frequency and tell your body and command it to heal itself. Fight by healing it. Don't pick up phone calls that are bad for you. Don't talk to people who are draining energy. Don't talk to people. And when I say draining energy, just because they say hey and they make you laugh doesn't mean they don't drain your energy in the process. What they do with their life is what they're doing with yours. What a person choose for their life, that behind the doors, secret stuff. That's why a lot of people been taking advantage of children. They've been behind the doors taking advantage of children, and they come in your face and make you laugh. That's the energy. No matter what people say, that's the true energy. That's the true energy. No matter what people say, that's the true energy. What people do behind closed doors is what you're eating. So it's important that you test the spirit by the spirit. It's important that you test the spirit by the spirit. Meaning, if you want to know what you're dealing with, really come show up with your authenticity. Show up with your genuine love. Show up with your real curiosity. Somebody calling you and draining you, asking what you doing with your life right now. What are you doing with your life right now? Oh, I'm just doing the same old. Ain't nothing changed. It's a new day. Hang up and don't talk to that person again. You should be changing with the day. The day switch up like it is nothing else. Why aren't you? And the only switching up you should be doing is switching up on the bad parts of you, the parts that keep you stuck in a vibration that doesn't elevate you. And it's different for every human. That's why it's important for you to look in the mirror. My last thing to you, an assignment that I'm going to give you all, if you made it to the end of this live, and if you made it to the end of watching this back, put 4 mirrors around you. 1 in front of you, 2 on the sides of you, and 1 behind you. A dressing room, if you don't want to go do a full-blown experience, you can get a dressing room, or you can get all the mirrors in your house if they long, or you can go to the Walmart and buy some $9 mirrors times 4. It's plenty of ways. Get you 4 mirrors. Place them around you and box yourself in and sit in the middle. Do it when everybody's asleep. If you have children. Do it when the house is clear. Do it when you're around no one. Sit yourself in the middle of 4 mirrors. And open your eyes. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Really look at yourself and journal what you see. Journal the thoughts that come to you. Journal the thoughts that come to you in real time. I don't care. Free write. If you've been in college or been in school, you should know a little bit about free write. If you don't know anything about free writing, look up free writing tools and tips or something. Free writing. What is free writing? Look it up. And take your journal and free write. Write whatever comes to your mind. That is free writing. We used to do that in my advanced placement class in English when I was a senior in high school. We also used to do it at freshman year at college with my English professor. I took a certain type of English course where I studied the Greek and all of those different things. And one of the things that both of those teachers or those professors had me do, they had me free write. And I'm encouraging you to sit in between, in the middle of 4 mirrors and free writes. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. I come in love. If you hate me, that's something you need to work on within yourself. There's no reason you should hate something that's good for you, that's going to tell you the truth, because everybody else wants you to go to work. Everybody else wants you to serve them. Everybody else wants to take from your energy. Everybody else wants to just suck, and leave nothing behind. They don't even want to tip you. They want to tip you things that are not good for you and bring you drugs, bring you drinks, bring you bad energy, and drop it off on you, and they walk away feeling good and you feel dead. That message is for you. I'm not talking to everybody, but you know who I'm talking to. A lot of y'all need to correct yourself, correct your frequency, heal yourself, heal yourself. And the only way to heal yourself, you're going to stop doing what no longer works for you. Give it up. Give up them kids if you need to. Give up them people if you need to. Give it up. Do what makes your version better so you can get better. I promise you, the one thing about human experience, people will come back around. So if you need to give something up for just a little while to get yourself together, if it's meant for them to be in your space, they'll be in your space when you're restored and healed. Heal yourself. You have the power to do it. Don't play like you don't. Break the construct. You can heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You need to stay there. You need to do the work. Cut off people, places, and things, jobs, irritations, humans, frequencies, groups, family members, relationships, whatever it is that's keeping you from being able to heal yourself. You literally need to go in the vibration to heal yourself. Really get in one with yourself and show them it's possible. And the first form of energy that you can do is retrain your brain. You got to focus your energy and center it on things that are good for you. Feed yourself on a cellular level. Feed yourself on a spiritual level. Feed yourself on an emotional level. Feed yourself on a physical level, financial level. You need to feed yourself. And if you do the feeding, I promise the currency will come. Don't let money be a problem. You need to ask for the help and be willing to do the work. Ask and you shall receive. Don't ask another human. Ask what is around you. Speak it. Say out loud, I want to heal myself. I am going to heal myself, and then get to work. It requires you to be like a mustard seed. A seed, if you have a garden, it needs water. It needs light. It needs certain vibrations to grow. It needs you to touch it and communicate with it. It communicates with you better when you communicate with it. Honor the seeds and serve your garden. Quit serving everybody else, and for once in your life, serve yourself so you can be your best self and be a contribution. And if it's not meant for you to be a positive contribution, let the lessons come out of you for those who was meant for it. Some of us are meant to leave this realm sooner than others. So give the knowledge that you're supposed to give. Get out of your ego. All of y'all drop your ego. If you're watching this live, you came across the replay, drop your ego. This is for you. Drop your ego. Get out of your ego. Just surrender from the ego and surrender to the Most High in yourself, and surrender to what serves your highest good. Don't feed nobody that's not meant to be fed by you. And be obedient. Be obedient to your gut. Be obedient to your gut. I love y'all. Peace and love.